The unseen anchor, how a single habit is sinking your potential. What if a single, commonplace behavior is systematically depleting your vitality, eroding your self-assurance, and locking you into a life of quiet frustration? You know the sensation, that profound weariness, the evaporated motivation, the sense of being trapped in a cycle you can't break. You feel the walls of your own making closing in, yet the key seems maddeningly out of reach. But what if the secret to an iron will and authentic strength has been resting in plain sight for centuries? This is about mastering a subject we often whisper about but rarely confront. Society calls it normal, harmless, even healthy. But what if this harmless habit is inflicting a deeper wound than you've been led to believe? The ancient Stoics, philosophers and leaders of immense discipline, understood a truth our comfort-driven world ignores. They knew the power of self-command, the hidden cost of pleasure-seeking, and the path to true freedom. Today, we'll harness their wisdom to shatter those chains, reclaim your power, and fundamentally transform your life. The core problem, the anatomy of a silent saboteur. Be honest. You felt the aftermath. That subtle shame. That lack of drive the next day. It's a hollow feeling, as if your core drive has been siphoned away, leaving a weaker version of yourself in its wake. Why does this happen? The answer lies in our neurochemistry. Each time you indulge this habit, your brain is flooded with a massive surge of dopamine, the primary pleasure chemical. This sounds good in theory, but it's a neurological trap. The more you indulge, the more your brain rewires itself to depend on these quick, easy pleasure hits. It begins to prefer this shortcut over the harder, more rewarding path of genuine achievement. The consequences are severe. You feel drained, foggy, and weak. Your ambition to pursue real goals, building a business, sculpting your body, mastering a skill, fades. Why? Because your brain has already received its reward signal without any actual effort. The mechanism designed to motivate you toward success has been hijacked, and the cost is your motivation itself. The Stoics identified this peril long before modern science. They warned that a man controlled by his appetites is not a free spirit, but a prisoner in a gilded cage. So, what was their precise diagnosis? The Stoic wisdom, the gilded cage of pleasure. The Stoics were not joyless ascetics, they were pragmatic architects of a meaningful life. They believed that profound fulfillment was impossible without self-mastery, and they saw the pursuit of fleeting pleasure as a primary obstacle. Seneca, the brilliant Stoic thinker, declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you feel compelled by a habit, who is truly in charge? Your rational mind, or a base impulse? Every time you capitulate, you are not making a free choice, you are ratifying your own captivity. You reinforce a pathway of weakness, silently affirming, "I am not strong enough to resist." Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, dedicated his life to a stricter master, duty and virtue. He understood that mastering his internal world was the only way to effectively rule the external one. "You have power over your mind," he wrote, "not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength is the power to choose your response to every urge." A man enslaved to his impulses will never be free, no matter his wealth or status. The more you chase instant gratification, the more you become its prisoner, moving further from the deep satisfaction of a purposeful life. History's great men, warriors, inventors, leaders, shared one trait: command over their desires. They did not let their urges dictate their actions. This disciplined focus enabled legendary feats, while the masses remained enslaved to their whims, their potential diluted by constant indulgence. The solution: the three pillars of reclamation. Understanding the problem is not enough. We need a battle plan. Your escape route is built on three Stoic principles: cultivated discipline, foundational purpose, and conscious transmutation. Pillar 1, cultivated discipline, the architect of freedom. Your journey begins the moment you decide to stop being a vassal to your cravings. Epictetus, who rose from slavery to become a revered teacher, knew true freedom. He stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This is a practical reality, not a philosophical abstraction. Reframe what self-discipline is. It is not about deprivation. It is about consciously choosing what is truly valuable over what is merely easy. It is prioritizing long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. Every time you resist the urge, you are not just saying no to a habit, you are saying yes to a stronger self. You are performing a rep for your willpower muscle. Each act of resistance fortifies your mental resilience. The impulses that once felt like commands become mere suggestions. This is how you build an inner citadel, an unshakable character that remains steadfast against internal temptations and external chaos. This cultivated discipline is the bedrock of authentic freedom. Pillar 2, Foundational Purpose, the antidote to vacancy. This habit often fills a void, a lack of compelling purpose. The Stoics were clear, a life without purpose is a life adrift. This is why so many men are trapped. They lack a meaningful mission to channel their energy into. The strategy is not just willpower, it's replacement. You must fill the void with something that provides deeper fulfillment. Find your why. Is it to be a better leader for your family? To build something from nothing? To achieve a physical or intellectual goal you once thought impossible? This purpose becomes your North Star. It orients your decisions, fuels your days, and makes the sacrifice of a cheap pleasure feel insignificant. The old habit becomes irrelevant, a trivial distraction from the important work of building your legacy. Pillar 3, Conscious Transmutation, Alchemizing Your Energy. This pillar draws on a powerful concept understood by ancient warriors and artists, transmutation. They recognize that primal creative energy is the most potent force a man possesses. When spent on fleeting pleasures, it is wasted, leaving him depleted. But when harnessed and redirected, it undergoes an alchemy. It transforms into a source of unstoppable drive, heightened creativity, and fierce concentration. Consider Nikola Tesla, who chose celibacy to channel all his vital energy into his work. He understood that by conserving this force, he could achieve a level of focus and output that was otherwise unattainable. This is the ultimate Stoic application. You are not rejecting your power, you are upgrading its use. Instead of letting this formidable energy leak out, you dam the flow and redirect the current. Use it to fuel your ambition, sharpen your intellect in the boardroom, push through one more set at the gym, or solve complex problems with unparalleled clarity. You are alchemizing raw impulse into tangible greatness. The climax, the man you are meant to become. Now, imagine the man you become on the other side of this transformation. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear, unbreakable confidence. There is no internal struggle, no bargaining. There is only a steady, formidable energy. Your motivation is constant. Your focus is laser-like. You are the undisputed master of your own mind. Biologically, as you break free from dopamine depletion, your natural drive and assertiveness increase. Mental clarity sharpens, revealing opportunities once hidden. Your drive to achieve, no longer sated by illusions, skyrockets. Most importantly, you regain the only power that truly matters, sovereignty over your own consciousness. This is what the Stoics meant by true freedom. It's not just quitting a habit, it's forging yourself into the man you were meant to be, resilient, purposeful, and powerful. Conclusion, the invitation to mastery. You stand at a crossroads. The path behind is familiar and circular. The path ahead is demanding and leads upward. The final question is this: will you remain a comfortable prisoner? Or will you summon the courage to take command? Will you let a hollow habit pilfer your potential, or will you rise above it and channel your energy into building a life of impact? The choice is yours. But remember, no one who ever changed the world was ruled by his desires. The architects of our reality were all individuals who mastered themselves first. If you are ready to break those chains and begin the disciplined journey of living as a man of virtue and purpose, then the first step is a conscious decision. Let this be your starting line. Your journey to self-mastery begins not tomorrow, but in the very next choice you make.